Not. Okay guys, so we have done a Q&A on our social media. So there's 2 red flags that come to my mind. Have you got anything off the top of your head?
It's gone.
It's gone.
Yeah.
Your hairdryer. Fucking hell.
Guys, thank you for tuning in to another one of our YouTube videos. We've got some fantastic stock to show you today. We've got a couple of bikes to prep and sticker we're going to show you. And also we've done a Q&A on our social media, so we are going to answer some questions. Let's get into it. If you're new, remember to subscribe. And if you're not, remember to give this video a like. Thank you for tuning in. So guys, fresh into stock is this KTM. This is a 2020 690 SMCR, 6,000 miles. This is online for $6.5 grand. That is unbelievable value for money. It's fantastic condition. It comes with a ton of service history, couple of keys. It's got an unreal graphic kit on it and a sports exhaust. We get some clips of this, this bike so we can show you. If anyone's interested, give us a shout, but this thing is really, really special. It's quite rare we get bits like this in stock. So we wanted to jump on the camera and show you this machine.
Guys, today I'm going to give you a little bit of information on this 1997 CR252 stroke. To start off with, it is road legal. Very, very rare with a bike this sort of age. And also, as you can see, it's got an aluminium frame. This is the first age that Honda produced an aluminium frame on the CR252 stroke. All the previous ones were steel, and from 1997 onwards was aluminium. The bike is also available now for $2,995. Like I said, a great example with the FMF exhaust system and a couple of other spares as well. And the bike is available now. So guys, we've got this YZ85 2020 and we've got some new stickers to go on there. Little tip, just peel the corner off. You don't want to take it all off because it can get a little bit messy. And then just line it up somewhere. I'd say roughly there, like so. Always use we always use a hairdryer. A blowtorch, heat gun and stuff is all far too hot for these things, and it ends up melting it and you're stretching it and things like that. So yeah, a hairdryer is what we use. Give it a little warm up. And just slowly peel that back, and the aim of the game is to get no air bubbles. A little bit more heat if needed. Now we're going to slap this one on. So as you can see, it's a bit different. This one has a rad cowling, the other side is just a tank, because the YZ85s only come with one radiator. This one, a little bit smaller, so we can just go with it like so. Again, just applying a bit of heat. And then this one, what I tend to do is wherever there's a hole like that for one of the bolts, you just rip it off, and it gives you an idea of lining it up. And then when it's no good, you can just do that. So generally speaking, you can move it around a little bit. So let's start peeling it back. And then it will fit like so. And now we just again have to get all of the air bubbles out, which you can do that by using your hairdryer.
So guys, check it out. We have just purchased this Husqvarna TC125 2017. We previously sold this bike to a customer, Christy, so shout out to her. She's got a YouTube channel. We're going to do a collab together of testing bikes at the track. So we got her these graphics made with the skulls and our brand on it. So this is a 2017. It's a bit of a project bike now for us. We're going to obviously fully strip the bike, service the bike, new grips, handguards off because they're a bit broken, change sprockets, tyres, whatever it needs, this bike will get done. So yeah, great project bike. We enjoy doing stuff like this. We know the bike. Any bike we sell to a customer, we would always pride ourselves to buying them back. So we wouldn't going to say no to a bike like this. As I said, great fun. I enjoy doing the bikes up. So yeah, just wanted to show you that. That's the TC125 2017, and this will be coming available in the next few weeks.
So what I'm going to do now, guys, is start stripping this bike down and getting a list of stuff that it needs, starting with the handguards. So now what we're going to do is start taking off the graphics because the plastics underneath were new. So guys, whilst ripping the stickers off, we have noticed we have a broken fork guard. So we're going to order some new ones of those. We will get onto the graphics man on Monday and order a new graphics kit for the bike. We're going to go for a nice standard look, probably some new frame guards just to smarten it up a bit, obviously some grips and anything else, a good service.
So that's sort of phase one of this project build done. We're just stripping it back. We're having a look what needs to be ordered and what we need to do. So we're going to get a list, start ordering the parts from our suppliers, obviously give it a good service scrub, as Stephen said. But that's how it's going to look. It's going to sit like this for a few days until we get the parts in, and then we can really get our teeth stuck into this project. Guys, check this out. This is now Stephen's personal bike. This is the Stark Varg. This is the 80 horsepower one. I bought this bike for stock. Stephen hinted, he goes, we might have a deal. So he's bought the bike. We're going to use it for some content. So I've actually lost money selling him the bike to look after him. But this is now his race bike. And as I said, we're going to get some wicked YouTube content with this bike. This is the maddest thing. I didn't even know bikes come with this. This bike actually has a reverse. Show him, Stephen.
So guys, the Stark Varg, it comes with a phone, an Android phone. This basically, it's like a computer to the bike. You can adjust your map settings. You get 5 maps that you can adjust on here whilst you're riding round. So you can adjust the power, you can adjust the engine braking, loads of other bits and bobs that you can do on this phone. It also comes with the KYB suspension, which is unbelievable, nice spring suspension, and also the KTM Husqvarna gas wheels do fit the old style shape, so like the 19 shape, and they bolt straight in the bike.
So Stephen's racing this bike tomorrow. Where are you racing?
Practicing at VIP.
Oh right, he's practicing at VIP tomorrow. This is his race bike and he has done club racing on it. So yeah, he's going to ride it at VIP tomorrow, just a practice day. So we're going to get some content on this thing. How fast is this?
Fast.
Insane?
Yeah.
This thing's absolutely incredible. Look at it go. So guys, we have done a Q&A on our social media. We've got people to ask us questions, which we're going to go through now and answer to the best of our ability. Starting off, Stephen, what is the best beginner bike out there?
I would say either a 1252 stroke or 150, depending, or more commonly a 254 stroke.
Okay, so 4-stroke is a smoother power, a 125 is a smaller engine with a bit more of an aggressive power.
Yeah.
So yeah, I also agree, they are a good beginner's bike. Some of them are very affordable as well. So we've sold them from £2,000 to £3,000. Fuel injected 4-strokes, great bikes, or 125 2-strokes with warranty. I think really good starter bikes. We recommend that to everyone. Keep away from 252 strokes and keep away from 454 strokes. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
So question number 2, someone's asked what is our favourite tracks. Now I'm going to go first. My favourite tracks to go to is, local is Mill Lane for a practice track, and also not so local, a couple of hours away from here in Surrey, is Mildenhall. But I must add, the local motocross club is SMX, which is Southern Motocross Club. They've got some fantastic local tracks around here, and they ride every Sunday. I recommend that club highly, really good club. So I'm going to say my race club, SMX, and practice tracks, I'm going to say Mill Lane and Mildenhall. What about you, Stephen? What tracks do you like in England?
I like Mill Lane, I like Mildenhall, I like VIP.
Yeah.
This year sort of branched out and done a few other bits, like some Hampshire stuff. They do some good tracks.
So Hampshire Motocross Club?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we've got West Meon up the road from here.
Yeah.
And we also went all the way to Landrake for the BSMA Nationals.
Okay, so these are race meetings.
Yeah.
And what about practice day
Practice
for motocross?
days, yeah, VIP, Mildenhall, Mill Lane,
Okay.
Flackwell.
I'll tell you another good one is Wild Tracks as well. That's up near Mildenhall, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wild Tracks, is it sand, I suppose?
Yeah,
Sandy
yeah,
sort of.
Yeah, sandy base.
I really like that track. That's Wild Tracks. Really like that one. So yeah, Mildenhall, Mill Lane, Wild Tracks. That are my personal favourites. And as I said, Southern Motocross for me, really good. Question number 3. This is tips for when you're starting your first race or practice day. Now there's a lot of prep you need to do starting with the bike. You've obviously got to make sure your bike is safe. Go right over the bike, nut and bolt check it, make sure you've got fuel. I think that's the base, is make sure your machine's good. Now I suppose kit.
Yeah, you need the right equipment, you need the right kit and protection.
And what kit would you say?
You definitely obviously need a good pair of motocross boots, some knee protection at least, knee pads, obviously a motocross kit, don't buy cheap crap. A crash helmet, again, you don't want to be buying a £50 crash helmet. You can go wild with the price, but you've only got one head and it's obviously the main part of your body.
Body armour?
Yeah, body armour.
You can also, I like knee braces.
Yeah.
Have you said that?
I said knee pads.
Knee pads, yeah, sorry, I was going to add to knee pads, elbow pads. Not a lot of people do wear them, but if you're going to fall off, especially depending on the terrain, I'd recommend if it's your first day, chuck some elbow pads on, because if you come off, which is quite highly likely, you could do a lot of damage to your elbows. So, wouldn't you agree? Yeah. Elbow pads is a good one. And a neck brace, if you're racing and you want to, just chuck a neck brace on, why not? Anything else you can add to that? You've got obviously
not
gloves.
Really, just make sure you've got a couple of sets of gloves, and yeah, just a few spare bits of clothing wise, just in case it's muddy, it's raining,
true.
You do fall off and rip something or whatever. You can't be having spares really.
And depending on what goggles you have, this is another thing. We wear a lot of rip and rolls, so make sure you have enough film to do the races and take some spare with you. If you've got tear-offs and the track allows tear-offs, take some spare tear-offs. If you don't have any of that, take a spare pair of goggles as well. So that's the bike safety, your safety. And then preparation, make sure you've got food throughout the day, plenty of water. What else would you add? I suppose fuel, obviously, I don't know if I've said that. Make sure your bike is fueled. So fuel for your bike, fuel for yourself. Take some cash. There's burger vans, there's probably a fee to get in. Take some cash with you.
Spares in case you get a puncture or something like that. You want to be able to continue the day if you can.
Yeah, so some tools to repair your bike if you break anything, and like Stephen said, if you get a puncture, the tools to replace that in a tube.
You should also take tools with you as well, just to give your bike a check over, because they do vibrate themselves to death.
Yeah, and if something gets loose,
things
comes loose.
do come loose.
Yeah, throughout the day.
You always want to be checking your nuts and bolts.
If you've got a 4-stroke with an electric start, you've obviously got a battery. My tip is, and a big tip is, make sure your battery's fully charged. Make sure you take a spare battery that's also fully charged, and the tools to take the seat off to replace it, because they do go flat. And yeah, that's definitely a must, is take a spare battery and the tools to replace it.
Yeah, especially if it's cold.
Yeah, if it's cold. Don't like the cold. Anything else to add to that one?
I don't think so. Make sure your tyres Make sure your tyre pressures are good
Yeah,
before
tyre
you go
pressures.
out. I made the mistake the other week of riding with 40 psi in the rear.
Yeah, true. So yeah, tyre pressures is a good one for sure.
Tyre pressures, and also on your forks, let the air out of the tiny little bleed screw. Just prevents blowing the seals, and also helps the forks work to their best ability, really.
Wicked. So guys, we have freestyle this. We're not reading any scripts or anything. But if you need any information, you are more than welcome to give the office a call anytime for any advice. Not a problem. So last but not least, question number 4. Someone on our social media said, what are red flags when buying a bike? And we could be here all day, but we're going to give you just a few off the top of our head. I'm just looking at a bike now and I'm thinking, when we're speaking to people about buying a bike, if they don't have any service history at all, they don't have any paperwork, you have to expect that it might need a rebuild and it might need work, which means obviously means it needs money spent on it. So make sure the price reflects this. I'm going to say that's number 1. Number 2, off the top of my head, if the age is wrong. We can tell a lot of bikes what the age is just by looking at the picture. For instance, this bike here behind me is a 2020 SXF 250 with a black frame. If someone sent me a picture of that bike and said, this is a 2022 KTM, I would know a 2022 is an orange frame, not a black. Black was 19, 20 and 21. So I would know it's not a 22. So I'm thinking, where did you get the bike from? What paperwork have you got with it? That's just another red flag if you don't know the exact age of the bike. So there's 2 red flags that come to my mind.
Yes, so when the bike doesn't look like the photos when you turn up to view it. So for example, we've had people send us through photos before of a bike, and it's got grey plastics on it. It's then got white plastics, then orange.
Yeah. Or when someone buys the bike, someone uses the photos of the original advert.
Then
so they've used it, worn it out, and then they've used the original photos when it looks nothing like it.
Yeah, the tyres are knackered, chain and sprockets.
Graphics knackered.
Yeah, it's
grips knackered.
Hanging,
levers snapped.
But they send you the pictures of it when it's in the showroom that they bought it from. Our last red flag would be when the pictures on Facebook or that we get sent through are pictures of the bike leant up against the fence on top of a motorway bridge with bald tyres and a saggy chain.
Yeah, it shows it's been ragged to hell. And
it's had a life.
It's had a life. We like to buy genuine motocross bikes off genuine motocrossers. A lot of people don't like buying bikes that have been raced. We personally don't mind it at all. We actually quite like it that a bike has been raced for what it's built for, because a motocross rider that races it will know how to look after it and prep the bike properly and give it a good life. So we actually like bikes that have been raced or used in track days. We don't like bikes that have screened up and down the motorway. So that's the end of our Q&A for the day. There's 4. I could do more in the next video. If you want to see more Q&As, you can literally ask us anything. We will sit down together. We've been in this industry all of our lives. So if you want to ask us anything at all, we're very open and honest. We're happy to answer the questions. So guys, thank you so much for watching another one of our YouTube videos. Please remember to like and subscribe if you're new. If you guys want to see anything behind the scenes, anything you want to see at all, just drop a comment below and we will read every single comment. But thank you so much for watching. See you next week.